The Chiefs won another close one last week, and now at 3-0 for the first time in 4 years, they'll head to LA to take on the Chargers for the first divisional matchup of the season. Now, the Chargers are 2-1 this season, due in large part to the success of their running game. And keep in mind, their offensive coordinator is Greg Roman, and he's the guy who was the architect of the 49ers offense with Colin Kaepernick and the Ravens offense in the early years of Lamar Jackson. He loves to run the football, and he's certainly following suit with the Chargers. They're throwing the ball just 45% of the time. That's the fourth lowest rate in the NFL right now, and they're running the ball on first down 67% of the time, third highest rate in the league behind only Green Bay and Pittsburgh. And they've deployed that run-first offense with a lot of success, specifically with running back J.K. Dobbins, who ranks third in the NFL right now with 310 rushing yards while averaging 7.4 yards per carry. Now, he was really effective in the Chargers' first 2 games of the year. He recorded at least 130 rushing yards, multiple runs of double-digit yardage, and at least 4 broken tackles in both of those games. But last week against Pittsburgh, he ran for only 44 yards on 15 attempts. That's an average of just 2.9 yards per carry, and the Chargers' offense stalled as a result. They went 3 and out 5 times last week. So that's the key for the Chiefs defense. You got to slow down J.K. Dobbins. And the good news for Kansas City is they've been great against opposing running backs this year. I talked about this last week if you caught last week's video heading into the Falcons game. I said that going into that game, the Chiefs had held opposing tailbacks to an average of just 3.8 yards per carry, and they had to slow down Bijan Robinson. Well, guess what? After facing Robinson on Sunday night, that number actually went down. They held Robinson to only 1.9 yards per carry, an incredible performance, and overall on the season now, they've held opposing running backs to only 3.3 yards per carry. So they've been great, and they got to keep that up here against Dobbins on Sunday. Now, looking at the Chargers defense, they've been pretty good this year. They're the number 3 scoring defense in the NFL right now, and they've held opponents to the second fewest first downs of any team. In terms of guys to watch, Khalil Mack is still there. We've seen a lot of Khalil Mack over the years with the Chargers and the Raiders, and he's off to another good start. He has 9 pressures on the season with 2.5 sacks. Gotta know where Khalil Mack is at all times. Now, as for the Chiefs offense, what a start for wide receiver Rashee Rice. He currently leads the NFL in catches with 24, yards after the catch with 185, and forced missed tackles after the catch with 8, while ranking second in total receiving yards with 288. He's off to an awesome start. Now, Rice will look to add to those numbers on Sunday as the Chiefs take on a divisional opponent for the first time this year. And as we all know, the Chiefs have had a lot of success against the AFC West. Kansas City has won 8 consecutive division titles since 2016, and in that span, they're 41-7 against divisional opponents. That's easily the best record for any team against their own division in that span, and 6 wins more than second place. And Patrick Mahomes specifically is 30-5 against divisional opponents in his career, and that includes a 17-1 mark on the road. Now, that past success doesn't mean anything on Sunday. It doesn't help the Chiefs win this particular game, but what it shows is a commitment to these divisional matchups, a commitment to preparation that begins long before this week. The Chiefs work on divisional foes way back in OTAs in the spring, and they game plan for these games and are thinking about them months ahead of time. That's why their record against divisional opponents has been so good over the last several years, and once again, they can put that preparation to the test on Sunday against the Chargers as Kansas City aims to go 4-0 to begin the year.